Welcome, I'm Vanessa Hills, and today I'd like to spend a few minutes talking with you about self-care. What is self-care and why do we need it? There's been a lot of hype lately about the importance of self-care and the fact that we need to be taking time out for ourselves regularly, more than ever, for ourselves. It seems everywhere we look, we're inundated with messages to make time for self-care, which is great. But what does that vague term really mean? And what kind of concrete outcomes can practicing self-care have for us and our health? Well, self-care is an activity that we choose to engage in for our mental, our physical, our emotional, our social, or our spiritual well-being, the result of which creates a positive, powerful shift in our mental energy and well-being. So what are the benefits of self-care? Well, they include things like reduced stress and anxiety, increased energy, improved productivity, actually an increase in our immune strength, greater patience, greater resilience, improved mood and emotional well-being, improved physical health, greater self-compassion and self-awareness, and a greater ability to care for and be present for others in our lives. So the 7 different types of self-care I've touched on briefly. Emotional, and that's all about helping you, those activities are all about helping you engage to help connect with your emotions and work through those. Physical self-care, I think that's fairly self-explanatory, activities that we engage in for our health and the well-being of our body. For example, movement could be one of those. Mental, and that's all about activities for the well-being and health of our minds. Social activities, and that's about nurturing relationships with others. Very, very important, our social connectedness. Spiritual activities to nurture our soul, and also practical activities which you engage in to fulfill your core needs. So it's actually quite critical to ensure you're engaging in activities that regularly fulfill all those 7 different forms of self-care. And at its core, self-care is about being kind to yourself. It's about honouring your needs and caring for yourself so that you can function at your very best. And actually that means that the people all around you, either in a personal sense or a professional context, will get your very best, and you'll be a better person with them or more productive and so on. And contrary to popular belief, self-care doesn't have to be expensive and time-consuming. But one person's idea of self-care isn't necessarily someone else's cup of tea. So to help you start a health self-care regimen, here are some ideas for you to choose from. Try at least one or several throughout your week to keep your mind, body and spirit feeling refreshed. And I would invite you to also spend a few minutes over your next cup of coffee or tea or glass of water or refreshment thinking about the sorts of activities that really you enjoy and give you some form of nourishment. One I'm very passionate about, unplugging from our devices for an hour. Yes, I do mean turn off the cell phones, turn off the TV, step away from the laptop, put down your iPad, and enjoy the freedom of being completely out of the touch with the world for a short period. Now, this can be very challenging for people. We're so used to being able to be connected. But even if you start with half an hour and build up over time, it really is very powerful. And this is particularly important for the hour before bedtime because we want to allow our system to naturally unwind and prepare for sleep. Purge your social media or your connections of negative or toxicity. What things are you following? And ask yourself, does this actually bring me joy? Does it actually bring positivity and nourishment to me? And if the answer is no, cut that loose. Life is too short for toxic influences. Go for a walk, whether it's an invigorating tramp or longer walk at the weekend, or even just a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes between meetings around the block. Getting your endorphins pumping will flood your brain with calm vibes. Some people really enjoy a luxurious bath or a pampering shower. You may want to have your favourite music playing. If you're into it, candles and some essential oils, whatever actually creates a relaxing, nurturing environment for you. One of my personal favourites is watching a TED Talk. I listen to one of those when I'm preparing my breakfast in the morning, and it's really a great way in 10 minutes to get motivated, inspired, and really start your day in a positive way. Call a loved one. Sometimes the best form of TLC is to connect with the people closest to us. So give someone special, a really good friend, family member, or a colleague who you resonate with, a call. Whoever makes you feel calm and brings a smile to your face. A call to catch up. Notice I said a call, not a text. We really want to be reaching out in more meaningful ways, and failing face to face, a phone call is actually much better than a text. So take the time to have a brief conversation. Doing something creative. And this could be anything from drawing, painting, sketching, colouring, making something, cooking, building your fence, or anything to do with craft and creativity and engaging our hands. It's actually very therapeutic. Could be as simple as having a cup of your favourite tea, a cup of your favourite coffee. Meditate. A lot of people think meditation is something time-consuming or a bit woo-woo-y, but you can achieve great benefits from meditating for even just a few minutes. And if you're new to meditation, apps like Calm offer tons of 10-minute meditations on a variety of subjects. In fact, they have an entire self-collection of self-care meditations to choose from. Fix yourself a healthy smoothie or a snack. Sometimes all you need is a healthy treat to snap you into feeling good. Going for a bike ride. If you've got the time after or before work or at the weekend, jump on your bike. With all the increasing cycle lanes in New Zealand now, it's getting easier and safer to be on the road with our bikes. Play a game, and this could be solitaire, it could be a Sudoku, it could be a crossword, or have a board game night with friends or family. Declutter or tidy your living space. Self-care has many different forms, and this is one not to overlook. Our living spaces are an extension of ourselves, and when they're chaotic, they can create mental chaos for us as well. So give your physical space a clean sweep for a quick mental reset, and it could be as simple as just spending 10 minutes sorting out one shelf. Doesn't have to be overwhelming with a complete Marie Kondo of the house or a whole room. Start small, and so that you can have a clean sweep and de-stress and relax and enjoy that decluttering. You may wish to treat yourself to dinner or a meal at your favourite vegan, vegetarian or farm-to-table restaurant. Sometimes taking a night off cooking and dishes might be just the kind of self-care you need. Getting a massage. Massage promotes relaxation, it eases stress and anxiety, it eases symptoms of depression, and it improves sleep, just to name a few things. So if you get the opportunity, try and book in a massage. Dance to your favourite song. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but you might be able to do that in the shower. It's often overlooked, but it's actually a really good way to have an emotional uplift and a bit of fun and make a smile. Being still and doing absolutely nothing. It could be finding a grassy spot, outside our offices, a peaceful corner if we can find one, and just for 5 or 10 minutes, sit quietly and let your mind wander while you do some nice, deep, relaxed, slow breathing. Soak up some sun. Our bodies depend on regular sun exposure to function their best. So slather on some sunscreen and enjoy some time out in the sunshine. Just 15 minutes will give you a feel-good boost and a good dose of vitamin D. Cuddle with a pet, spending time with our furry friends boosts feeling of happiness, offers comfort, and lowers blood pressure. Watching a comedy, put your favourite comedian on and get some belly laughs in. Going to bed early. Give yourself the gift of a good night's sleep so you can conquer tomorrow like a champ. So there's a few ideas, and I hope that gives you a start point. And remember, everyone goes through ups and downs in life, and that's completely normal. It's part of being human. If you're worried, though, about yourself or someone you care about, if you're worried that they're not coping or they need some support, there's help available. No one should go through a tough time alone. And remember, it's often the small things that can make you think something isn't quite right. And more often than not, that hunch will be right. So reach out and for yourself or others if you feel someone's in need. I do hope that's been useful for you. I do hope you feel inspired and motivated to have a think about the sort of self-care activities that you can build into your busy lives. And I would invite you to start practicing those, and I'd love to hear how you get on with that and what your favourite form of self-care is. Thank you very much. This is Vanessa Hills. I will see you next time. Have a great day.